Hello? 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 Welcome to Mo's. Hope you guys are doing well. So I got a sketch going already, pre-stream. Oops, hold on. I'm getting my symmetry set up here. Trying to make it like line up to what I think is the middle. That's like the middle. I think that's the middle. It's good enough anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. I'm just here, doing things. I don't know what I'm doing though. My computer's been having a really hard time. Just the other day when I was streaming, it wasn't the computer's fault, but the power flickered and it forced my computer to shut off. And then I tried to restart it a couple times and I just kept getting blue screened. So I just kept restarting it and eventually it worked. I can't play non-Switch games because of how my computer is. It can't handle the streaming software and the games at the same time. For a while I was using my laptop as like a 2 PC setup, but now that I have like a ton of channel point redeems and stuff, I can't just switch to my laptop. I'm gonna turn my smoothing up a little bit more. Like these just feel kind of jagged when I zoom out. I think I got it though. Delicious Dr. Pepper. Maybe not healthy, but delicious. What do you mean that's not hydrating? Dr. Pepper is totally hydrating for my soul. I'm hydrating my soul, not my body. Alright, trying to zoom out to keep track of how... Let's see, can I make this smaller? There we go. I'm trying to make sure I keep it all like really separated so you can see it when it's all shrunken down. Alright, we got beans. Beans are looking good. I'm gonna keep the navigator down here. Navigator's kind of like a small-ish preview of what's going on. Alright, we got a lot of space between these toes at least. The middle ones don't have much space, but I think that might be okay. Alright, let's just get the paw pad out of the way. No. There we go. Get some beans. 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 Yes, beans. Alright, let's zoom out. Let me get rid of my symmetry line here. I think that's still readable. So let's go ahead and, on a different layer, I'm gonna add the drips. Just so I can edit them easier if I need to. Till we kind of have a direction to go in. Now let's get some drips. Yeah, I'm gonna try to really squeeze the middle here. So I want these drips to kind of be pronounced when it's all shrunken down. Something like really big bottoms, like really thin middles or whatever might help. Maybe make this side a little bit wider. There we go. Alright, and let's get that drip. Real goopy drippies. Then let's try to get the bottom here. See, the bottom's gonna be really hard because I feel like it's not gonna show up when it's all shrunken down. Let's get like a little drip there. Little kind of blob going here. Little goopies. A little kind of bump there, maybe. Yeah, like that. Then another big old blob right here. Alright, I think that's a good start. Let's expand by... Let's try 3. That looks pretty good. Alright, now let's blob in our pretend color. Alright, I'm gonna switch to a white background just for extra testing purposes. And now we're going to shrink to... The smallest size it can be is 18. Like, we can kind of see over here how it'll look. It's really, really pixely, but that's kind of what you have to do. That's kind of all you can do. So I think that might be good enough. Maybe? I mean, I wish you could make them bigger. I wish Twitch had an option for larger emotes and badges, because making it something this small is really hard. So like, I don't know, I might make this smaller to make room for some blobs down here. Like, I'm happy with the 2 drips on the sides. That looked pretty good. Alright, let's shrink. Let's see, I might just go full shrink instead of just one direction. A little bit there and a little bit here. Alright, hold on. There we go. Now I'll move it down. I don't want it to look disproportionate from the beans, because now it looks like the beans are huge. And then again for testing, I'm just going to just make a really big drip here. Color it in with the blue that we're testing with. Like, you know, just really making them exaggerated so they stand out a little bit better. So that's really the hard part, is making it stand out when it's that small. Let's fix that again. Maybe make it like real wide, so like hitting the ground or something. That looks pretty good. You can definitely see these little drips at the bottom more. I wonder if I can make these 2 middle ones more pronounced though. Might be able to. Thinking. Alright, I'm gonna test one of these and make it big and long. Just to see if I can make the drops still stand out and not blend in with the other pop pads, but still be large enough to actually see. So like, I think that might work. So let's try image size. I'm sure it looks fine at 36 by 36, as it always does. And let's save this as a PNG so I can just check it out. Now it's starting to blend in with the pop pad below it a little bit. I mean, I think it might stand out just enough to, yeah, like you can see, like over here, it's blending with these beans on either side. Which is what I'm trying to avoid, but I think it might be just enough space to kind of be able to tell it's not actually part of the other beans. Let me try it again on the other side. Doing a little bit like that. Make it really skinny. Like it's almost like a fully formed drop, but not quite. I'm trying to make it look like it's actually going down instead of to the side. There we go. Let's see, it's probably going to blend in with this bottom part, so let's see how it looks at image size 18 by 18. It just kind of looks messy in the middle. It doesn't look like drips, it just looks messy. So I think I'm going to keep it to just one big drip in the middle, because it looks more drippy that way versus, you know, 2 drips in the middle. Alright, so he approved of this. Let me get rid of this rectangle, we don't need that anymore. So now I'm just gonna kind of overlay it below our beans. Alright, let me get my black color. Oh, and make sure I draw on the right layer. There we go. I'm gonna just kind of trace over the edits we did. It's not gonna be like a perfect trace, but it's gonna be, you know, decent. Alright, so we also shrunk the middle. Yeah, that fits about right. Alright, and then we also extended this drip out. Oh, I forgot the drips are on another layer for this one. And I forgot we had symmetry. Let's turn that off. Oops. There we go. And just get these drips going. Alright, there we go. Now, let's zoom back in. Edit these drips to, you know, to fit with our edits. Alright, let's smooth that bit out. It's kind of jagged right there. And this strip is also kind of going sideways, so I'm gonna try to pull it down, straight down. Because gravity works better when it goes straight down, not sideways. Alright, so now we have applied all of our changes to our mainline art. Alright, so now we're going to duplicate these, merge them, and I'm going to preserve that original copy down below our pretend base. So now let's pull up. Our first color is kind of like a bluish, blackish, almost not quite purple. It's just it's blue-black. So we're going to make sure we select all the blank areas. Expand by 3. Select the inverse, and we're just gonna blob our color in. So this is the first color, the color of Ink Blitz's paws. Let's clean up all of our edges. A little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit around there too, and a little bit there. So I'm gonna preserve that layer. I'm gonna make this one just pure gray. It's just gonna be pure middle gray. It's like, see, that's about. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna add in the shadows and variants of gray. And then we're gonna put the colors as an overlay on top. So it's just very easy just to add a new color. Yeah, we're gonna do some cell shading. So just a little bit of beans. I'm not gonna go too much with the color, or I guess the shading here, because it's already gonna be super tiny. We don't want to overwhelm the whatever shrinker stuff with all these different things going on. But we're just gonna do some basic, some basic shadows, just to kind of get the idea that these beans are real big and juicy, and that, you know, they're also shiny, pretty, juicy. All the things you want your paws to be. See, I'm also, like before with all my other stuff, I try to have like a little rim light around the outside for like the extra shiny stuff. Don't you have juicy paws? They're like gushers. Just pop them in and just go pop. Juice all over your mouth. Delicious. That's actually where gushers come from. They're just paws. Just beans from paws. Shiny, shiny drips. Ooh, so shiny, shiny, drip, drippy, shine, shine. Alright, so we've got some shading in there. Let's try to get around the beans. Doing pretty much the same style as all the little drips. I'm just gonna kind of blob in where I want the shading, now that I've got a better idea for all the different parts. And then we're just gonna clean it up as I go along. See, we want blob down here. Blob. Okay, so now let's go clean it all up. See, I'm going to erase kind of the middle part here a little bit. Yeah, it was looking too thick compared to the other bean. Alright, now let's get in our little drippy drips. We want like the drip to shine in the middle and on the outside. Alright, so we got pretty solid start to shading here. I'm just gonna lower the opacity a little bit. I might also smooth out a couple parts. Just like right here, maybe. Maybe, actually no, I'm gonna keep those edges, but I'm gonna, like in the middle, kind of smooth those out a little bit. So let's do some highlights. Get some nice shiny bean. So let's do like a. I'm gonna do sloppy and then I'm gonna refine it later. So it's something like that, maybe. That might be too much for the main paw. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not going far enough. No, I think it's too far. Too many dots. So we definitely want some rim light going though. So let's like kind of go around the edges. Maybe the middle part can have a little shiny dot. Or maybe just the top part. And let's do the toe beans. I definitely know how to shine at these toe beans. I've drawn so many toe beans by now. So let's do something like that, I think, for the paws. I feel like these could be shinier. Maybe like a little dots like right here. Oh yeah, that's some good shiny beans. I love my shiny beans. So these shines are good. Let's get a little, maybe like 2 spots in here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's shine that part up. Okay. So this looks pretty good. Pretty shiny. Alright, I'm going to also do a little bit of blurring with the highlights, just like around the edges. Kind of like how we did for the shadows. Just a little tiny touch. And let's add in like super shines. So like kind of bump that up to like there. And then just basically like trace over these little dots for some extra shiny beans. Alright, we got extra shines going on. Alright, I'm gonna just pop them off for now. We're gonna keep our shines for a little bit later. Alright, so this is the color we're going for. So I'm gonna try a gradient map. I don't really play with them too often, but they're really cool. So, alright, now we can go edit the colors here. Alright, so this color, yes, that's the color we already have. Alright, so we got 2 ends of the spectrum here. We got our light and our dark. So maybe let's keep the highlight color kind of white. And we're gonna make this one more saturated. But it's not gonna take up a lot of area. See, gradient maps are fun, but you have to figure out what you're doing first. And that's the hard part. I think this might be pretty close, actually. Oh yeah, that's looking great. That's really close. Alright, so now let's just pop in our super shiny parts here. Slap on an overlay. I think I'm gonna keep them like that, because... So these balls are supposed to be like ink colored, you know, like from a pen. So that pen ink is pretty shiny. Alright, so we've got super shinies. So let's see, that's the first variant. I really like how that went, actually. Alright, let me select all that. I'm just gonna make a new layer and blop down this color, so... Oh, that's not the right color. Blop down this color, so I know what base we're going for. Alright, so let's pop this color to that. And pop this off. I'm gonna squeeze this up here. And this is kind of... See, what are we going for? Oh, they're supposed to be gold. So let's try to get some gold shininess. Alright, let's keep this as our main bean color. We're going to make this shiny. Make it a little bit more yellow too. Alright, yeah, look at those nice gold beans. Those are some good gold beans. Alright, so that's tempo. Let's change the color of the line art. Make it pretty dark. Alright, we got our gold beans. So now we do one more. Duplicate. Alright, let's do Eventide. So we're gonna just take this color, blop down these colors. So we want the middle color to be this. Now we can just change these to be the shadows and highlights. So easy. I love gradient maps. I don't use them nearly as often as I should. Alright, compared to our original color, we're pretty spot on for that one too. Oh right, let's do the line art. So this one, let's do like a slightly darker blue. Let's see if we blot that in. So we have Ink Blitz with his super inky paws, Tempo with his golden shiny paws, and then Eventide with, you know, not super shiny, but fairly shiny. Actually, maybe I should make it super shiny so it matches everything. It's already such a bright color, so it's not going to look as naturally shiny. But yeah, let's just, we'll pop up that shine just so it matches. Let me get real close. Let me check you guys out. How you doing? Did you like watching juicy gusher paws? You like watching my gusher paws just goop out all over the place? Whoa, that's close. Hello, I see you. You missed a spot, like right there on your face. Like that little bit right there. You got a little boogie hanging out. Might want to clean that. Clean out your bogies.